Good evening, everyone, once again. So can you please confirm any one of the person? I hope you can able to see my screen.
Yes, sir, able to.
Okay. So, okay, everyone. So maybe I hope you all are aware today just we are going to discuss about some demo topics, which is related to labware LIMS. So I'm going to discuss today labware LIMS. Maybe here I'm not going to discuss specifically version. Okay. Why I am telling this one version? Just I am going to discuss labware LIMS. The way people are working, some of the people are working in version 8, some of the people are working in version 7, few of the people are working 6 also. But the thing is, the way you are working 6, 7, 8th version, workflow will be same, only visuality only will be different. Other than that, there was no any differences. Okay. And when it comes to the training part, first of all, so I hope you all are aware what are the topics we are going to discuss during this training. And apart from this, what are the topics I am going to discuss, and already team was elaborated. Just for your understanding purpose, I am recollecting same information. First one is master data. Like before going to discuss master data topic, let me tell you one thing. Usually, if you are the LIMS team, as of now in your organization, you don't have LIMS application. If you want to implement new setup, initially you need to do installation and configuration. First, we'll discuss what is the difference between installation and configuration, and followed by master data, and then followed by modules wise like lot management, project management, and then followed by instrument management module that indicates calibration module, and like instrument interfaces, like a different type of instruments interfaces will be there. One is balance interface, second one is standalone systems. Okay, if you need to get idea about empower interface during these sessions, I'm not going to cover this topic empower interface. That will be a separate discussion. And apart from this, subroutines and debugging, user management module, and what was the LIMS administrative techniques, how to handle in pharma industry, or as well as if you are there in support team from IT industry, how to handle. These are all the points we are going to discuss. Okay. Now let me discuss first some of the information which is related to labware LIMS installation and configuration. Okay. And I need to tell you one thing before going to start further discussion. During demo, okay, demo indicates today just I am using PPTs. Okay. We have different type of modules. Every module I'm going to use PPT presentation for today's demo. But when we are going to discuss real-time training, I'm going to discuss along with application, not by using PPT. Not by using PPT means, yes, of course, PPT also will be there. 20% will be PPT, 80% will be application. Such a way I am going to deliver the training. But today for a demo session, I am going to discuss few of the topics, the way I am going to deliver whatever I am explaining, whether are you able to understand or not, maybe you will get the idea. See, the thing is, when we are going to discuss labware LIMS 8 installation and configuration, first of all, when we are going to discuss installation and configuration, first let me explain one thing. What is the difference between installation and configuration? Installation indicates you don't have, first of all, application. Okay. First, you need to perform the installation. Here you may ask one question, sir, how I am going to install the application where I supposed to keep this complete storage? Usually, LIMS installation is going to happen with help of SQL Server or Oracle, SQL DB or Oracle DB. So with help of these two DBs, I can able to perform the installation. Maybe what is the use of these DBs? Whatever you are going to perform the activities in LIMS application, we need some data storage mechanism. So for that purpose, SQL Server or Oracle Database Server is going to help you. And apart from this, these servers are helpful for you to maintain your data only. Apart from that, SQL is not going to help you to run your workflow. Usually, labware having some OOTB system. That means they have some standard packages. Once you install the LIMS application, by default, LIMS having some basic workflow. Even though to proceed those application installation, initially we need to do some prerequisite setup. The way I am communicating, LIMS application will work two ways. One is web-based application. Second one is desktop application. If you want to open the LIMS application, either you can able to open by using Chrome or Internet Edge, or if you want to use the desktop application, yes, there is a provision to open the desktop application as well. And apart from this, we need to do some customizations initial phases. For that, see, just the way I have explained is a web-enabled client or server-based enterprise solution. This application is fully GXP compliant application. I hope you all are aware this information. That's the reason I don't want to discuss each and every point as a demo perspective, like interface with instruments and other applications via numerous integration. Already I have discussed this one. First of all, when I am going to proceed the LIMS installation, what are the prerequisites required? The way I have communicated Microsoft Windows Server, either it should be 2016 or above. Current scenario, people are using 2019. Okay. And apart from this, .NET framework, Crystal reports also required. Maybe you may ask one question, sir, what is the use of Crystal report in this is the scenario? So as of now, we are discussing LIMS application, how it comes to the picture Crystal reports. If you are not going to make the setup Crystal report access, you cannot able to generate the either label, COA or summary reports or any one of the label or reports. System cannot able to open reports from the LIMS application. Crystal report is the backend application for LIMS to generate the reports. Okay. And apart from this, JavaScripts and database server and application server, these are the basic informations required to proceed the further installations. After making this setup, so you need to do some customizations also, like Tomcat and Microsoft SQL Server as I communicated, and SLL files, the way you want to run the application, SLL files. This SLL file indicates your licenses, complete information will be there. And how just I am giving some basic information. However, each point wise, I am going to discuss briefly during the real-time training. See, how to follow installations. First, you need to make the server setup, and then followed by you need to make the follow installation on the application server appropriate destination folder. Why? Because whenever you are going to install the application, you need to make some C folder or D drive, either C drive or D drive. Always we are going to recommend to keep D drive. There was no any specific reason. Maybe if you ask me, sir, is there any specific reason? There was no specific reason. That's up to you. Wherever you want to install, you can keep it, either C drive or D drive on the server. Okay. So once you finish the installation, so you need to make the respective procedures. That means after installation, how to launch the application, like from where it should launch, that complete information we need to update in the usually under properties, any one of the application. Same way, LIMS application also it is applicable. And here just I have mentioned some of the basic information. Like apart from this LIMS application installation, we need to do some other installations as well. The way I have communicated, install Labware PDF components, install Crystal runtime files. The way I have communicated, Crystal reports also needs to be installed, and as well as PDF components. Why we supposed to install the PDF components? Whenever I am going to generate the reports or labels, that comes as a PDF copy. So once I generate the report from the LIMS application, obviously it is going to open as a PDF file. For that reason, you need to make the PDF installation setup as well. And apart from this, your license file, the way I have communicated earlier, SLL file, that license file needs to be keep on the Labware folder path. And apart from this, remote login database server, the way you want to restore the application setup in future. For example, you have installed the LIMS application. Going forward, you want to make one more test server. At that time, this restoration procedure will help you to make the dummy system. And do you know anyone what is the use of this 32-bit, 62-bit, 254-bit information? So usually maybe I'll give you one simple example. If you are using PhonePe, that comes under 254-bit. That means once you done the transaction, you cannot able to edit or you cannot able to rewrite the transaction. That means you have made one payment. Payment was successful. Are you able to take it back? Do you have any provision in that PhonePe or any one of the bank application? There is no provision. Same way, whenever we are going to use the Labware LIMS application, we are going to use 32-bit encryption. That indicates, yes, system is going to restrict once you enter any one of the information. However, if you want to change, there is some control. Before review, system will allow you to change any one of the information. After review, system will not allow you to change. For that reason, we are going to use this 32-bit encryption control through LIMS. So how that system is going to control, at which stages system is going to edit information, whatever user entered value, that all information I am going to deliver one by one when we are going to discuss in the real-time scenarios. Okay. And apart from this, we need to do some workplace setup also, that indicates like after installation completed. Now what we need to do, we need to do some of the parameter settings. One is what is your workstation, what is your client name, your database server password, database server username, ODBC server name. Once you finish the installation, you need to make the setup these 5 options. After updating these options, we need to click OK. So when we are going to discuss briefly, so I will open any one of the SQL server. I will show to you how to keep these all the informations, like how to make database server password setup, username, how to enter, what was the database server name, that all information I will show you. And now I have completed installations. Now going forward, I need to do configuration. So what is the difference between installation and configuration? As of now, I have done installation. Configuration indicates maybe in the training 4 to 6 persons are there. Maybe 6 persons are from different companies. The way person one following procedure, second person may not able to follow. Company to company procedure may be different and they have their own practices. The way customer is following, same configuration needs to be designed in the LIMS system. That means I will give you one example. Simple. I have logged the batch. So every organization sample login technique will be common. And followed by some of the organizations, sampling activity shall be performed by QC. Some of the organization sampling activities shall be performed by QA, IPQA. Okay. Raw material sampling will be done by QC person, not from IPQA. We have such type of controls. So when we have such type of procedure, how to make user roles first, after creation user role, how to make the provisions, followed by we need to create the user IDs, followed by we need to do the configuration in the system. So when I am going to log into the user, how system should work. When I am going to log in as a reviewer, how system should act. When I'm going to log in as a QA manager, how system will allow me to work. Those all functionalities, it will comes under configuration. Based on your organizational procedure, we are going to do the configuration. To proceed the configurations, we have these options. Configure external directories. This is not the part of configuration task. Before going to proceed the configuration, you need to update these informations. One is external link directories, reports, static data, dynamic data, and visual workflow files. These options you need to update. Maybe here you may have one question. Sir, what is the difference between static data and dynamic data? Static data indicates master data. The way you are preparing specifications, the way you are going to revise the specification, that will comes under static data. Whenever you want to change the procedures and wherever version controls are available, that comes under static data. When it comes to dynamic data, once I prepared the value or once I have entered any one of the comment in system, I don't want to remove. If I remove that one, it is going to impact on the existing functionality. Okay. Wherever it is going to be designed such type of task, that comes under dynamic data. Okay. When we are going to discuss static data, that comes under master data. Usually people will call master data. How that master data is going to prepare, like what is the part of master data discussion, like your analysis preparation, product preparation, item code, how to link with analysis versus product. These are all the points we will discuss. And apart from this, here you have one option, CM services. So what is the use of this CM services? I will give you simple example. Usually, CM services indicates one of the scheduler that indicates, for example, you have calibration module in the LIMS. You have hundreds of instruments. It is very difficult for you to maintain manually on which date I need to perform the monthly calibration of balance, on which date I need to perform the yearly calibration of HPLC or half-yearly calibration of HPLC. When I am going to use the LIMS application, if I have configured one time, so with the help of the CM services that indicates SVR file, people will call SVR file. So with the help of this SVR file, scheduler can run the system whenever calibration date reached. At that time, system only going to log the sample within fraction of seconds, multiple instruments related samples. Out of 100 instruments, today you have 10 instruments are daily calibration, 5 instruments are weekly calibration, 10 instruments are monthly calibration, 2 instruments are yearly calibration. The day reaches, so based on our scheduler login time, system is going to log the samples automatically. Such a way also we can able to configure in the LIMS system. And apart from this, when it comes to web configuration, there was no separate configuration for web. The way I have configured it is common for desktop application or web-based system. Only the thing is you need to make the some common setup where you need to update the file paths. The way you have updated earlier, report static data and external link directories. Same way you need to do admin console. One window will be there. In that window, you need to update the complete information which is related to web-based configuration. And apart from that, You need to do the way I have communicated Windows services, Apache Tomcat service, stop the services. This is going to help you. For example, once you run the scheduler, if you want to restart the LIMS server, you need to switch off the schedulers. At that time, this Apache Tomcat will help you. And Apache Tomcat, you need to do some customizations which is related to LIMS. So that comes under all your installation task only. Okay. Maybe apart from this, when we are going to discuss briefly, I am going to deliver some of the additional information which is related to purely configuration. Okay, so here I have given some scripts. Maybe this is purely related to your installation part. So whenever I am going to discuss detailed information at the time, I will tell you. Here just I am giving some example. So how your web configuration and the CM services, your machine will work. It is interlinking with one-to-one. If you are maintaining CM services and machine, it is interlinking with your web configuration. The way you want to define the path only, it is major information. The way I have communicated just few minutes back, admin console. With help of admin console, your web configuration is going to be work. And apart from this, I want to tell you some of the other information which is related to. See, as of now, we have discussed how we are going to discuss installation and procedure and labware installation related. And apart from this, major thing is static data. Okay. If you look into this, what is the use of static data of lot management module? If you want to make the static data, this is the simple information to make it ready in the LIMS application. If you want to log any one of the sample in LIMS, leave it about finished product or raw material or finished in process sample or whatever. First, you need to make the static data. Then only you can able to log the samples. For that, first you need to prepare the analysis. Same analysis should be linked with the product. Same product should be linked with the item code. Same item code, it should be there in the respective sample plan. Okay, so now when it comes to the individual topics, here how diagrams will be there for stability. When it comes to the stability, only analysis, product and item code. There was no any sample plan for stability. When it comes to lot management module, it will be there. Why? Because here under lot management, finished product, intermediates, raw material, packing material will be there. For that reason, we are going to define the sampling plans. When it comes to the other modules, there was no any item codes or other information. Only analysis and product is enough. Once I make this one, I can able to log the other module samples. If you see this one, what is the use of static data? So what about the introduction of static data? As I communicated earlier, static data and dynamic data. Static data is stored in the database. However, it is data that doesn't change frequently. It defines the structure of the system. Before the system can generate dynamic data, the static data must be configured. When it comes to the dynamic data consists of data that is created repeatedly, such as samples, tests, results, batches, project, etc. You look into this. Here I have given some examples. When I'm going to prepare the analysis configuration through LIMS application, this is the way it is going to be available in the LIMS system. So you need to make the analysis entry. So after that, system will open this window. Here you need to update the some basic information which is related to your analysis. That means in pharma industry, you may consider it as your test method. That means your method of analysis of any one of the tests. It is not related to all tests. If you have 5 tests, first test is description. For that, you need to make one analysis. Second test is LOD. You need to make one more test. Third test will be SA by HPLC. Fourth one will be residual solvents. Fifth one will be microbiology. If you have 5 tests, you need to prepare the 5 analysis. Okay. In this, you have some options: active, version, group name, common name, analysis type. So each and every point related, I have given some description as well. I hope you will get material access. So in that material, you can able to read complete information, each point wise. What is the use of active? What is the use of version? So what is the use of group name? How common name will work in this scenario? What is the use of analysis type? Each and every point related, I have elaborated clearly. Same way, this is also related to analysis table. Like each section wise, I have given some basic information. Now, as of now, I have created, like I have discussed analysis. Now, continuation analysis, there will be a product. Yes, I have prepared the analysis as 5 analysis as I communicated earlier. Now, I need to make all analysis in one of the product. If I want to prepare the one product, what I need to do, while preparing the product, I need to find out the sampling point or grade, whether it is raw material or finished product or whatever. And continuation, what is the stages, whether it is intermediate or whatever, which analysis you are going to link, each analysis, what is the specification. Such a way I am going to define my product. Same way, the way I have communicated analysis window, this is the product window. This is the not only product window. In continuation, if you click on configure, system will open different windows. Those all points related here, I have given some justifications. Like under product, what is the your next steps and how your approval group will be there, how product grade will be there. So each point related product grade wise information, how that product grade will work you. Here just I have given one example. QC sample, sample login template, stage, spec type, batch link, test template, batch standard protocol, which is related to your product stage. In continuation, followed by product grade stage specification. The way you want to define the specification limits, through LIMS only you are going to define. So each and every rule mechanism and how you are going to keep minimum maximum, what is the required, what is the result replicates. If you want to define any one of the units, how it is going to be there, and rounding and place rounding decimals. If you look into this here, units, rounding, minimum maximum, high control, low control, the way you are defining OYS, OOT, all points we are going to control through LIMS application only. Okay. And the way we are going to keep the control decimal places also. If you want to keep up to 5 decimals, if you are keeping 2, if you are entering 0.235, it is going to be considered as 0.24. Why? Because I have defined it as a 2 decimals rounding. If I'm keeping 0.234, it is going to be considered as a 0.23. Just I have given some examples here. The way I have communicated low control, high control, this purely comes under your OOT limits. So whenever you are going to prepare the sample plan, how it is going to be looks like how if even though if you want to keep product wise sampling quantity also, yes, system is having provision where we need to keep the controls, how much quantity required for sampling. The way I have communicated, followed by product item code, how you are going to define the item codes. Same item code, how to link existing prepared specifications, that means products. After that, what is your flow of the lot management? Once you prepare the product, everything, you need to create the lot template for RMPM, item code, log sample, work allocation, results entry, review and approval, lot disposition. So once I prepare the master data, then only I can able to perform this complete workflow. To perform this workflow, I need to do the configuration the way I have discussed just now, like 10 minutes back, which is related to configuration. Company to company, workflow may be different. The way it comes, workflow, it will be part of our configuration. Once we finish the configuration, we are going to release such a way as per organizational requirements. And apart from this, like we have calibration module as well. So for calibration module also, like here, first thing is when it comes to the calibration module, you need to provide the all instruments related master data, which is related to instrument numbers, and followed by the way you have calibration procedures or instrument usage procedure, you need to define the products, same product to be linked with the respective instrument. And the way I have communicated calibration events, that means your calibration frequency of the calibrations and your calibration analysis for instrument type wise. The way we discussed analysis, description, RS by HPLC, same way you need to prepare the analysis for calibration workflow as well. Scheduler, the way I discussed earlier. So scheduler only will helps you to log the samples. This is the way it is going to be present instrument window in the labware LIMS. So apart from this, when you are going to click the configure, followed by other techniques will be there to keep the instrument calibration frequency, all the options. See the way you have end of the day expiry, here you have multiple options. If you want to keep end of the month only, instrument has to expire, any one of the calibration is there. Or if you want to keep on the exact day, or if you want to keep start of the month, any one of the instrument calibration available, the way you want, we can keep it. And the instrument master as well. See here, if you want to link any one of the instrument related calibration procedure, yes, there is a provision to, after preparing the product, you are going to link with your product and what was the calibration date and what was the next due date, what is the interval type, whether it is days or monthly or half yearly or quarterly or yearly. The way you want, we can define under interval types. And apart from this also, how instrument should go to offline during calibration, whether system wants to use same instrument, at which stage system has to release the instrument automatically. Those all controls we can able to keep through LIMS application. So each and every point related, just here I have elaborated the complete information, like event type, what was the active, what is the product, spec type, due date, last performed as I communicated earlier. So once you update this last performed date, due date will update automatically. So when it comes to due date, automatically system is going to log the sample. Going forward, next calibration dates will be updated system itself. There was no any human intervention. Like what is the initial status, what is the instrument of at login state, at which stage system should review or system should release the system. Whenever you perform the review of the respective sample, then only system is going to release the instrument. Such controls all we can keep through LIMS system. And the way you are maintaining instrument master, that's up to company, it may be different, but technique will be same for every organization. Here there is some indications how instrument system visual indications. For example, if instrument status is active, it will be in plug-in state. If it is not plugged in, it may be it was there in out of service, that indicates it may be there in under service or out of calibration or during calibration. And the status of the visual indicators also, whenever it will be there, it is not due either calibration or preventive maintenance. When it comes to be red, it may be due or it may be there in the preventive maintenance of the due. Like just here I am giving some examples how to follow instrument in service. You need to log the sample, the way you are assigning the tests, finished product, intermediate samples, same work allocation, results entry, review and approval. The way you want to keep in service, it will be same as like service box available for the usage of the system. So whenever you want to generate the label, yes, there is a provision in the LIMS application. You can able to generate the label also for the instrument wise. There should not be any common label instrument wise. So next PM date also will be available. So going forward, if you want to use any one of the instrument, you no need to enter manually. If you scan this barcode, system will scan automatically instrument related complete information. Whenever you are scanning this barcode, system will present on the screen your instrument number, name, whether it is calibration due or not, complete information will be present. This will be instrument master, which is related to scheduler only. And apart from this, stability module, yes. Maybe I hope you all are aware related to stability module, how stability module is going to work in our pharma industry. So whenever you are going to performing stability module manually, you may follow different type of manual task like protocol preparation, manual review, and followed by other activities which is related to label preparation, samples loading, and whenever the due date comes, automatically system is going to see whenever you are going to log the samples. Whenever you want to perform the analysis, you need to track manually on the day you need to perform the analysis. But when it comes to the labware LIMS, there is a procedure from protocol preparation to summary sheet. Complete information we can able to handle through LIMS. Just I will give you some basic information which is related to overview of the stability. I have one or two batches. I need to make the stability study. So I can able to prepare the protocol, same protocol, I can make control for approval mechanism through LIMS application. After approval, I can able to take the labels. After taking the labels, loading procedure also I can able to handle through LIMS application. After that, after loading, I can able to start the study. Once I click start study, there is a provision to generate the samples login automatically. Whenever the day comes, on the day only system is going to allow you to receive the sample. In between, even though if you are trying to pull forcefully, if you are trying to log forcefully sample, system will not allow you to perform the manual operation. Those all controls, it is going to be handled through LIMS system only. For example, after loading the samples, if you are changing manually, system can't able to do anything. If you want to change through system, system will ask audit reason. If you are going to change one chamber to different chamber, those all system will control. The way I have communicated here, I am giving some examples. Study creation, test article, protocol preparation, protocol review and approval, loading inventory, start study, pull out of samples, sample review, sample receiving, work allocation, results entry, review, authorization, report generation. So what is the use of creation study? Purpose of study, study type, what is the protocol template that indicates what is the condition you are selecting, how many time points you want to keep, what is the facility and dosage type, whether it is API, formulation or whatever you want. Test article. So under test article, what and all information will come? Your item code, batch details, what type of packing you are maintaining, what are the APIs you have consumed for the batch. So while preparing the protocol preparation, what and all information will be there? Conditions, time points, test selection for each time point, what are the tests needs to be performed. So how we are going to define control in the system, like if I want to make stability master data, what are the differences between stability master data versus normal master data? Normal indicates FP product related master data preparation. Stability product master data preparation will be slight difference. Wherever stability indications required, we need to do some additional configuration. So those all configuration controls I will elaborate going forward. Okay. Like protocol review, loading inventory, as I discussed earlier, same stability study starting, samples pull out, sample receiving, work allocation, results entry, review, report generation, what type of reports it may be there in the system. We have different type of options. So just the thing is, the way you want to generate the reports, that's up to you. Here the thing is, as per your organization requirement, yes, I can make the system. That is what simple. And apart from this, we have subroutines and users management also. The way we are maintaining users, maybe it's, yes. See, for example, after installation, any one of the application, you need to make the user management. The way I discussed earlier, first you need to prepare the role and followed by you need to prepare the user IDs. So once you prepare the user IDs, you need to follow some of the information. Like once you open the user ID, you need to enter username and user ID and how you want to keep password controls. You want to keep LDAP server control or manual password updation. Do you want to keep any additional roles for any one of the user? How you are going to keep active sessions? How many times user entered wrong password? How system is going to control? Those all points I can able to keep through this LIMS application. Okay. What was the business rules and policies? See, LIMS is having different type of business rules. So if I want to make common business rule for every employee, yes, I can make. Otherwise, if I want to make business rules for user ID wise, yes, I can make. That's up to purely customer to customer. It is going to be vary. It is not common for every customer. Some of the people will follow. I am going to maintain user ID control through links manually password. Some of the people may say, I want to use LDAP password. Whatever I am maintaining desktop password, same should applicable for LIMS application as well. Such a way system is going to allow. And apart from this, this is related to query windows. Maybe this query window, it is slightly LIMS basic coding will start. Who knows SQL, they can understand easily. Even though this is not a big deal to understand, yes, you can understand easily. So once you aware of the analysis and product preparation master data, then you can able to understand easily this LIMS query windows. This LIMS query window only is going to helps you to identify the issues. For example, if you are there in supporting team or LIMS master data team, someone did mistake at laboratory level, you are the LIMS administrator. With help of this query window, you can able to trace out error logs or any other information for shortcut data also. This is simple, nothing but your Excels only. Okay. And apart from this, we have some more modules like subroutines and visual workflows and debugging and LIMS query windows. We have some more topics. The way I have communicated, this is only basic information of the LIMS application. So when it comes to the real-time discussion, at that time, the way I have presented my PPT, I'm going to keep on the screen PPT. At the same time, I'm going to open my real-time application. With the help of real-time application only, I'm going to deliver followed by training topic wise. This is what I want to deliver you all of you guys. Okay. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask me. We have still 9 minutes time. You can ask me. Yes, someone is rising.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, in the real time, how can I practice on the LabWare LIMS? Because we have no any software in my our desktop. So, is there any way to take the practice?
No. There was no provision from my end to provide the application access. If you are working in any one of the organization, if you have application access at your laboratory level, you need to practice at your end only. From my end, I am not going to provide any application access.
Any other way outside the from
No,
your
there was no option to get application access outside.
Yeah,
Not only this,
and
you can't
also
able to get any of the application, either LabWare LIMS or Star LIMS, anyone.
okay. Also, there is a one thing in our session is you teach the master data creation point or not?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And query for query search,
Sorry.
query for query running
Yes,
in lab.
yes. During my
Okay.
training, I'm going to
Okay.
do master data, instrument creations, and how stability
Uh-huh.
module is going to work, how lot management module is going to work, how to log the samples, how to enter the results, how to review, how to release. Those all points I'm going to cover topic wise.
Okay. Okay. So thank you.
Thank
hello.
you. Yeah, Pallav.
Yeah, I have one query. Like we are using Caliber LIMS actually, that is eLIMS. So
Okay.
in lab also eLIMS is available, right?
Sorry.
eLIMS means
Yes,
connectivity
yes.
with instrument
Okay.
interface.
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm going to teach us the instrument interfaces also.
Yes. I'm going to
Okay.
consider few of the instruments. I will give you some examples. One of the
Yeah,
balance instrument, how
balance. Yeah,
it is going to be interfaced with LIMS. And
yeah.
apart from this balance, standalone systems we have, like KF titrator, auto titrator, pH meter. In that
Page meter.
also, where file base with result data transfer, and at a same file, where single file, multiple results needs to be transferred from the same report. I'm going to take such type of examples. I will elaborate.
Next question is like when you are going to like a demonstrate in the software. So are you going
Okay.
to record that sessions?
Sorry.
Are you going to record those sessions?
Yes.
And can we have that access of that record sessions?
Yes. You have access.
So for how many days we can access that?
Or maybe you
Up
have 6 months access.
6 months access. Okay. So how you will send us the link to
Yes.
view?
You can't able to download the
I
recording
didn't
session.
download. I want to practice. Means I want to see
Yes.
that. demo?
Yes, yes,
For
you
6
can able to
months?
see until next 6 months.
Okay, from the completion date.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. And what will be the timings and all?
Timings will be evening, weekends, Saturday, Sunday,
No, weekend timing because see in pharma,
8 to 10.
some people we are working 6 days a week. So that's what
Yes,
I
that's
am.
what.
8 to 10.
Evening 8 to 10,
And
Saturday
what
and Sunday.
will be the course length?
Course length will be 25 to 30 hours.
25 to 30 hours means it will be 4 hours in a week. So it will
Yes.
be 8 to 10 weeks.
Yes. Hardly it is going to be closed within 6 weeks. Seventh week will be optional.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And yeah, okay, fine. And this demo session we can use. And other than this recording, are you going to provide us any PPT or document like for further references?
Yes, there
Any
is a material. Same
yeah,
material also you will have access the way you are getting recording access.
it is also for the 6 months.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. I got it. I got it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I think
My
you
question.
may get more than 6 months of the material access,
Okay.
but
Okay.
minimum
Okay.
6 months will be there.
Okay. Okay. So who can confirm me that?
100% 6 months will be there, but still, if you, I hope you will get additional days also access.
Okay. Fine.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That recorded videos access will be available for 1 year, and study
Okay.
material access will be available for a lifetime.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it okay, Pallab?
Yeah. Fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. My queries is done. And if any other person is there,
Thank
no
you.
problem. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So that's all from my end. So, ma'am, we'll connect over the phone. So, if no one is having queries, you can leave from this session.
Yeah, sure, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks to all. Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.